wife describes final moments before Texas execution. James Broadnax's wife says she watched from the witness room as he took his final breaths during his lethal injection in Texas. Broadnax was executed for the 2008 robbery and murders of Christian music producers Stephen Swan and Matthew Butler in Garland. Before he died, he asked the victims' families for forgiveness while still saying Texas got the case wrong. Was justice served, or should the execution have been paused?
I have a massive window with red bars, and I saw him strapped in the gurney. Like, obviously his arms were out, and then on his arm I saw the IV, but I only saw the right side of his arm. I didn't see the other. So I actually, after I saw his body, he actually had 2 IVs being put in. And I screamed, I dropped, I screamed, and they had said to me, once you go in that room, you cannot come out that room unless it is an emergency or up until they declare him dead. So I'm only claustrophobic. Not only that, I've now just seen James in front of me in a gurney, like strapped, and I'm screaming and I'm crying, and I come to realize that he can hear me. So him and I are talking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. In my section, I had spiritual advisor, a police officer, lawyer, major, and 2 media ladies. So there was no chairs, there's no chairs. The only time they pull out a chair is like an unfoldable chair and put it back in. So I'm talking to James, and he then, the spiritual advisor prays on him, and I can see he's clenching his jaw because even his temple was tensing, and he kept looking at the victim's family, and I kept saying, James, look at me, because he started crying, and he kept looking at me, and he was just waiting for the prayer to be done. Then he said his statement, and as he was talking to the victims, he finished with them, and then he started speaking to me. Now, generally they would say, I'm already warden, but in this case, James didn't do it because I was screaming, don't say it yet, don't say it yet. So he nodded at her, and I didn't, and then he distracted me because he kept saying to me, I love you, queen, don't give up, I love you, queen. And I think it was in a space of a minute where, as he was facing me on the right side, his head jerked up, and he groaned so loud, and he dropped his head, and he closed his eyes. And I screamed so loud that the lady, like, I dropped, and I don't even know, apparently about 4 people picked me back up and sat me down on the seat and was holding me down, and I'm just screaming, open your eyes, I love you, I'm sorry, I was supposed to stop this.